Hi, you might have noticed some people camping out in your city in Redondo Beach, but why are we allowing them to be there? Ninth District Court ruled in the Martin versus Boise that we are not allowed to enforce unless we can provide a bed for them. This is what the housing might look like. But where would we put it? There's been some options that have been a bit controversial. The first one being Aviation Park, which was only suggested as a option during COVID because the facilities all around this spot that's marked with an X was closed because of COVID. This is the basketball courts, and if you see that fence, which I'm about to point out, all of that is shared with the launching pad, which is a daycare for Northrop Grumman employees. As you can see, this big plot of land isn't being used for anything right now. It's originally where I'm planning on putting the pickleball courts. At City Council, there was suggestion of possibly using Seaside Lagoon since it's closed for COVID and it's already gated, has bathrooms currently. It's a beautiful spot, and it would be close to the pier where all the homeless are. All the businesses that are surrounding it, Polly's, On the Rocks, and Ruby's, are all closed. The problem is that it's right in front of our Crown Plaza hotels and where all our tourists come down to bike ride. Another option might be the transit center area. We do have the funding finally and all the plans in place to build our transit center. It's located off of Kingsdale, and over to the right of it, to the south of it, is the Frontier Verizon Center off of 182nd in Kingsdale. It's a rather large property. It butts up against the railroad tracks where the green line will eventually go down. This is right over here. Even though it's in the middle of will be in the middle of construction, we can always put a little corner aside for the homeless. This is Target right there, so you can kind of get an idea of where this is located. The mall's behind here. This is where we store a lot of our stuff as well, so it will take some planning. Another option would be Moonstone Park. It's located at the end of Marina Way. As you can see, there's a guard gate to be able to get into the location, just one way in, one way out. You can't see it from Harbor Drive, where most of the bicyclists are. It is a park that could fit the 15 pallet homes. It's home to where 2 outrigger clubs and canoeing clubs are based out of, and it's where Fire Station 3 is. The marina is right next to it, but these boats all have secured gates, and there will be 24-hour security on the site as well. So far, we've been able to get grant funding from LA County and through federal funding from the CDBG funds. I hope you found the video helpful. Just to reiterate, in addition to a lot of other problems as to why we have so much homelessness, one of the biggest factors is that the Martin versus Boise case doesn't allow us to enforce our anti-camping laws in Redondo Beach unless we can offer them a bed in our jurisdiction, possibly Spa 8. We're having a lot of trouble finding a bed in Spa 8, and so these pallet housing is a way to be able to set up a process to be able to help people to get off the streets in Redondo Beach. And so I hope you'll have found this video helpful, that it'll clear up some concerns, alleviate some of them, and begin a conversation of how we can help maintain our quality of life and what we need to do to make sure we don't have encampments here. Just remember, if we decide not to do any pallet housing, that means that we cannot be surprised when the homeless decide where to set up camp in Redondo Beach, because we won't have any choices when it gets to that point if we can't offer them a bed. So I hope you guys have a nice day, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.